In its 10 very diverse and fascinating counties, the Bay Area has more protected land and open space than any other major metropolis in the nation. About 25% of our region is in some form of protected status, more than 1.25 million acres. Urban parks, sanctuaries of nature, historic landmarks, farmlands, beaches, waterfronts, and wetlands, and recreational opportunities of all kinds for all people and for all time.
Hi, I'm at the beach house. I'm swimming.
From its working landscapes and locally grown and organic food to its biological diversity and the human communities that thrive around it, our Bay Area open space legacy is an inspirational gift from one generation to the next. And now it's ours to sustain and enhance in the 21st century and for generations yet to come.
Been coming to this mountain for over 20 years. It's about time I can give something back to her.
Well, I've loved exploring and telling stories about our parks and protected lands for a very long time. I've followed many trails such as this one to many special places, sometimes in the company of the very people who are instrumental in their preservation.
The legendary William Penn Mott, Jr., director of the East Bay Regional Park District, California State Parks, and our National Park Service, once told me while we were hiking up Mott Peak in Briones Regional Park that his greatest fear for the future of our parks and public lands was complacency, that we would take them for granted.
So it's always important to remember that the legacy that Bill Mott and others left for us didn't happen by accident. It took the vision, talent, and courage of determined people to give us this gift. So we have some inspirational people to thank for all of this, starting right here at Point Reyes National Seashore.
I have a deep affection for Point Reyes and for those who secured its protection almost 50 years ago. When I think of Point Reyes, or the dramatic expansion of Mount Tamalpais State Park in the 40s and the 50s, or the creation of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area in the 1970s, I remember Dr. Edgar Wayburn, who passed away this March at the age of 103. Ed was a devoted avocational conservationist who was at the center of more land protection than perhaps any American ever, including Redwood National Park up the coast, and 104 million acres of land in Alaska, an area the size of California. Ed will always be an inspiration, and so will his great friend and partner in growing our Golden Gate National Parks, Brian O'Neill, whom we lost in May of 2009. Brian's achievements are with us in all 80,000 acres of his life's work. His humor, passion, and commitment came shining through a decade ago when he described to me Bill Mott's vision and persistence, a vision and persistence that absolutely characterized Brian, too.
You couldn't be with Bill Mott for more than a few minutes where he captured you. He had you sucked in. I mean, you felt like you wanted to be part of realizing that vision.
Bill Mott spent his final days before his passing in 1992 focused on the future of the Presidio before it was transferred from post to park. Brian fondly remembered one meeting very well.
We were at this defining moment in the Presidio planning where people were talking about the vision for the plan, and Bill just couldn't take it. He just started pounding. He said, "You all are thinking too small. There ought to be a bigger vision for this place. There's got to be something that stirs man's soul." He says, we just can't be talking at this level. We just have to sort of think much bigger, much more boldly. He says, now let's put ourselves to that. And he just kept going. You know, he'd get on this roll, and you just sort of have to let him finish it. But then you sort of sat back and you said, you know, he's absolutely right.
Brian always thought as boldly and as big as Bill Mott did, and Ed Wayburn, and many other men and women who bequeathed this grand heritage to all of us over the decades. Fortunately, their work is carried on by many others in many ways and in many locations throughout the region. And much of it is accomplished by the dedicated staffs and volunteers of the member organizations of the Bay Area Open Space Council, providing visionary leadership as they have now for 20 years.
the fresh air.
We need it.
You know, the weather. You know, it's beautiful, man.
Every year, these extraordinary organizations and private landowners who want the lands they've managed to be protected for the future give us new open space to enjoy, such as the Jenner Headlands in Sonoma County. Landscapes and wetlands are restored, such as the Giacomini Wetlands in West Marin. The 55-plus member organizations of the Open Space Council also collaborate closely to increase environmental education, especially for underserved communities.
So it's pretty new to me.
To bring nature and outdoor recreational opportunities within easy reach of every neighborhood, and public transportation near every trailhead through its innovative Transit to Trails program.
I never had a chance until today, and we've been enjoying every minute of it.
You're gonna get a job here.
Hey, Raymond, that's really good.
They bring us all the benefits open space can provide to go outdoors, relieve stress, feel good, be with our families, and give back.
You're a good worker for first grade, you know?
I'm a third grade.
They work together to give all of us the chance to savor our gift of open space and play our parts in making it bigger and better in the years to come. In the past year, we lost some old friends, but their vision and inspiration are very much alive. Their legacy is in good hands and will be passed with care and affection from our generation to the next.